I'm well,
terrified
thank you.
walking into
Oh, I
these.
know, right?
One day it will all collapse.
Water. I'm like, water, it's not vodka. Whatever you're thinking. It really, these glasses really make it look like...
Jeremy Renner did exactly the same thing.
He said
really
it's water.
concerned. It was like,
Yeah.
the story being, a bottle of vodka.
Yeah,
in a jug
exactly.
Just to make it go.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
Okay.
that would go so poorly with me.
Yeah. It'd be great for us. You're welcome to try it if you want.
I'll stick with water, but
Good
thank
idea.
you.
So, the 1970s and 80s Superman, the tagline was, you will really believe that he can fly. Said a bit more succinctly than
Yeah.
that, obviously.
Yeah.
Is this one, do you think, will you really believe? Is that all we need for this one?
I think so, yeah. I think that they make him such an identifiable character with sort of these human frailties and of emotion, and even within his own superpowers, he has to hone them and really work on it. So he's a lot more identifiable.
Why do you think audiences want that now? Why do we crave this realism over escapism at the movies?
Well, I think people like to identify with the characters, and I think that I don't know why. That's a really good question. I don't know. I think it's just evolved. I think really acting styles have evolved, and I think film has evolved, and I think because we have such access to technology, our expectations for realism are a lot stronger. You want it to look like it's really happening, and so you have to sort of match the stories around that.
I mean, to flip it around then, as an actress, if you got the script and it was a bit more, Lois Lane was sort of an archetypal comic book character,
Yeah.
would you have taken the role?
Yeah, I was actually committed before I read the script, so I really loved what Zach had to tell me about Lois. So I'd already met with him, and I knew that he was kind of envisioning her as being a part of the solution. And I know I remember meeting Debbie, and she was like, Lois is going to be awesome. Like Debbie Snyder, she was really really adamant about how much they had all talked about really wanting Lois to be an active part of the script.
And obviously you have to get it right with Superman and the actor playing Superman.
Yeah.
How did you and Henry get on? He's just a lovely bloke, isn't he?
He really is. We got on great. He had a huge responsibility on this film. I mean, he's Superman, so... But he had to not only physically but emotionally be so present every day, and he just worked so hard, and I just had so much respect for him, and he just is such a gentleman and really treated me with a lot of respect. And I think when you have that, it really allows for a really great work environment and work relationship.
And those days at work when you basically become the envy of every female, and certainly many men as well,
Yeah.
when you're hugging him and you're floating down.
Yeah.
Was that a pinch me moment?
Well, I mean, to be respectful to my man, I mean, it's not a bad day at the office, that's for sure. And there are a lot worse jobs than, clutching onto Superman. But it's fun to get to sort of go into those places and sort of revisit these scenes or these ideas of scenes that you grew up watching, or sort of enacted with your Barbie dolls, this sort of kissing of Lois and Clark. So.
And just finally, there'll be more kissing, I'm sure, in the hopeful sequel. I mean, set up perfectly for it. I'm guessing you want to do it if they. Really
Oh yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, they'd have to like get a restraining order to keep me away from the set. So.
Do you think it's going to happen?
We'll see. I mean, we're all just waiting to see how this film does and how people respond, and I'm sure we'll go from there.
Lovely,
Thank you.
Thanks, very nice to meet you.
Bye. Nice to meet you as well.